the noble horseboat, horseboat, horseboat. What a thing of beauty. Anyway, welcome back to more EU4 with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we took like half of Bosnia because Herzegovina decided that they had to get some as well. The flapjacks. We're going to be hopefully dealing with them this episode. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. Again, more support means more confirmation we should keep doing this sort of thing, so please do let me know. This episode, yeah, hopefully we won't have to think about Herzegovina anymore because it will not exist. We can't attack them yet, but we're not that far away. In fact, we should probably start doing the drilling soon. Moldavia is rebellious. Interesting. But Hungary's allied to Austria, so we are not getting involved in that. Absolutely not. We guaranteed, support the independence of Geneva, not because we think that's useful to us, but because like half the map has. So this will be a very strong ally, even as one province minor. And we have incoming rebellion, which I mean makes sense. Let's combine you two together just so we don't get ambushed. There we go. And we have to wait until which month is it? October? So we probably have a chance to throw our diplomat at something. I just don't know what. Yeah, maybe they don't throw an insult at the Ottomans. We'll just make the Ottomans a little bit happier with us. Maybe they'll keep us guaranteed for longer. That would be nice. I'm pretty sure historically, like, Ragusa and merchants just threw a ton of money at the Ottomans so that they'd protect them. One would think it'd be worth more than 14 development as a result, but alas, what are you going to do? I'd like them just to spawn now, but I don't want to provoke them because then they'll be bigger than me. Yeah, that's Theodoro next on the list. I think we said that last episode, that they'd be the most likely one to go. It's already gone from here. Yeah, Georgia's getting swamped, which is typically what happens. This is a really tricky start. I have played as Georgia before, but it's a really difficult start. And we're about to go to October, so let's bring our individual back there. And I'm going to move our troops first, because we're going to have to deal with the mountain when you want to deal with it straight away. And we will choose to go over our force limit again just a little bit to protect against Wallachia. Will we be able to do the stack wipe? Probably not. What a time for the rebellion. I'm going to have to deal with that, which is just awful, awful timing. Yeah, we get a -2 penalty, but we need to deal with this before Wallachia comes over. Okay, let's get sieging immediately, please. We're going to lose some money hand over fist, but it's going to be okay. At least our vassals here to help. Actually, speaking of vassal, we should do set to supportive. And I'm going to have you attached to this army, I think. There, the allow attach button. Guess we might as well send our diplomat back to try and befriend the Ottomans somewhat. Oh. Okay, well, there they are. One guy. Stay there. Everybody else is going to come and try and assist. Oh my word, that was quick. How come they're so much better in combat than me? I get they have more horses, but... Yikes. You need to bravely run away while you can. Are you kidding me? You're not going to let me through? You suck. Where can I go? Get that claim. Bring you back. I need military access so my guy can run away. Okay, well, I guess that works too. That's going to be really annoying because I'm not going to have open borders. Why would you do that and run that way around? Yeah, because now I can't get out. That's so stupid. There, get off. Oh, now. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I'll just eat the Diplo points temporarily. It's fine. Yeah, so I guess in combat relative to Wallachia, we kind of suck. But I mentioned that in the first episode. We don't have a very impressive army. I didn't think it was going to be quite that embarrassing, but, I mean, it was pretty bad. I could dissuade them from sieging me, that would have been nice. Okay, and there they go. How are we struggling this much? Oh my goodness. And we can't get out. Cool. I don't really want to do this, but can I afford to get any troops on the field? I can. These guys are going to suck, though. Okay, I just about got the chance to escape there. Where are you going? To Silly? Why? You guys get out of the way. You should probably go over there then as well, I guess. Yeah, we're going to hemorrhage some money temporarily here, but it'll be fine. I can't run away from this, so... You're going to move up north. Come on. Okay, I didn't get... Why do you keep running the opposite way? Like, what is this? Now, if they want to sit in Silly, that's perfect. Lost a load of troops, and it sucks, but it's not too bad. We'll embrace that while we can. You two need to not be a thing. Need to bop you while we can. Thank you. Go de-siege that. Go occupy this. I still have more troops, but I'm just going to hemorrhage cash. We have to wait for our morale to return anyway if we can do anything about this. Got 11,000 troops. We have about 11,000 troops. That's a level 1 fort. That's a level 1 fort, so we can't really wait. We just have to wait for the morale only. Grass, farm, grass. Wood, hills. Excuse me. Meant to mute that. Did not get chance. You gonna try and join them? I don't think so. Thank you. And then we're gonna have to try and stop these guys before they siege it out. Because they are pretty close. Yeah, I know, we're gonna have to take a loan or two. I mean, it is what it is. They have the penalty this time. We should be okay. Yeah, we were. So we probably won't be able to chase them. Because they didn't lose that much morale. But yeah, if they split up, that is much better. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Because now we can take out the Herzegovian stack. Like that. And then we're going to have you attach. You're going to... No, don't attach to these guys. Go hit. There we go. Yes, the silly leader has a point of siege too. Not that we're using him for some baffling reason. But whatever, it's okay. In fact, let's take one of my guys. I don't have a person with siege, but at least that'll give them a bit more defense, I guess. There we go. Try and get some manpower back, because we are out. We are completely out. Are you coming over to us? No, you're not. Then you're going to come here and then go back. I know, loans for days. Where are you going? That's a wood. As soon as you lock in, I'm going to try and take you out. And then you can go back. And you're going to pursue Wallachia this time. Okay, cool. Yeah, Poland's got an alliance with Danzig that's just eaten most of the Teutonic Order. Typically, that is what happens, so no huge surprise there. The only reason why we're not losing more money is because we've run out of troops, which is a very silly thing to say. But I think we might be able to do a level 1 fort by the time they regroup. Oh, maybe. They're just running straight past us anyway. Yeah, try and stop them, please, if you could. Or not, because you can't get them in time. Well, we know what that means. We have to go chase that down. Curse our guy and his 0 maneuverability. Well, at least we chased them down. Almanac is unhappy? That's pretty rare. Nearly coughed in your ear again there, just caught it. Yeah, that's pretty rare. Weird. But yeah, this 2-to-1 troop advantage, surely that's going to be enough. Okay, perfect. We might be able to stack wipe them this time. Please let me stack wipe them, please. Yeah, we did. Okay. Awesome. Now I think I've broken the back of them, which is lucky because we've broken our bank to do so. We've taken out 3 loans. we might have to take out a fourth before this is done. Next level of government reform, the frequency of elections. So we can have quicker elections, we can have longer elections, we can have banning of the elections. Maybe instead we want to... Oh, if we pick dispense power across the cities, it makes us not eligible to be the emperor of the HRE. Oh no. Terrible. Rights of re-election gives us less corruption. And then we have sortition. So sortition is... I don't think we picked this before, but it is funny. So it just is election by lottery. You know what? It's stupid. Let's take it. I think it might actually be really good, but it just sounds stupid. Yeah, we'll get more mercantilism for free, you better believe. Unfortunately, our rector is going to say that Hungary's going to attack Wallachia now, which makes sense. They're not being guaranteed by the Ottomans or anything, so they're going to get absolutely shellacked. And our general died. Cool. At least he's the one that's not super critically important right now. Siege of Herzegovina is done. You're going to come over here and help do the siege because we need to save our manpower. Albania's just attacked Serbia, which is an interesting decision. That might be quite close. Anyway, I'm happy for those two to be knocking each other out. I just wish they were doing it earlier. It would have been helpful, much more helpful earlier on, but what are you going to do? I guess there's no point getting, like I say, with Wallachia being attacked by Hungary, there's no point as going for like war reparations because they might not exist. I think you can now leave as well. Ottomans are capped out on friendship. Again, nowhere near close enough to ally with us, but maybe they won't hate us. Poland may ally us outside of this war, so let's keep befriending them. And we should start getting some spy network going on in Serbia. Okay, well, they're willing to give us anything that we like at this point. I'm going to wait until I get this siege done, though. Unless we start getting calls for peace that destroy us. I think we're still better off waiting. There we go. I'm not going to keep going here. We don't need to. And we are going to... I mean, we could pillage them for a little bit of aggressive expansion. I think we'll do that. Get some development for relative free. And then we'll just take their money. Thank you. Get rid of that, because we can't afford it. You get no benefit from paying your loans off prematurely. I just like to do it so I don't forget. So now we have no manpower, but we do at least have the benefit of not going bust. So I mean, there's that. And then we can take these two provinces and take all of your money as well. We are going to have to do some religious converting. So before I forget, let's get an autonomous missionary. And we can't actually do it right now. But when we can, we want to be able to do it. And we need to find some new people to rival. Well, we're definitely going to rival Venice. And we're going to rival... I mean, let's rival Hungary. Let's get it out of the way. We got our alliance with Poland. Amazing. It will mean that Austria will not ally us at this point, but they don't have to ally us. They just have to not hate us. So you need to be 137. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to join the HRE. We may have to play a really dangerous game. We shall see. Speaking of dangerous game, how do we look from an aggressive expansion perspective? Yeah, nobody cares, because the development down here is so bad. Makes a significant change to when you're playing in the middle of Europe, and everybody hates everything you do ever. Level 5. Military tech, yes please. We definitely want to get our Eastern Militia, our choice of one. I can't pick our longbows, which is sad. Okay, so what's the next game plan? Well, we have no manpower, so we can't take on anybody super out there. I really can't afford to do that. I'd love to, but I can't afford to do it. And our leader just kicked the bucket. Cool. But we get to do our first sortition. So what happens is you get to either pick somebody, which costs an absolute ton of Republican tradition, or you can let the lottery pick one of them at random. So we have a 303, who's 57, a 253, who is 73, and a 236 that's 62. I don't really have a huge preference, so I'm just going to not eat the Republican tradition. And we got a 236, which then becomes a 346 because all of their stats go up by 1. And you can't go above 6. I wish it was a 347, but no. I think I've pooped on sortition quite a lot historically, but I would like to say that I apologize. I think it's pretty good now. Sorry, clergy. Oh, he's a conqueror too. That would have been useful before we ended the war, but whatever. Oh dear, we're going to have a pretty unstable nation because we don't have the religious capacity to convert. And this may be one of those games where we don't go humanist ideas, we might want to go religious instead. Even though I would say religious is almost always worse. This part of the map might be something different. France is having a hard time absorbing its equivalent of vassals. Interesting. Before I offer you knowledge sharing, which I should have checked before, but I didn't, I want to check if anybody else, and I can never remember which box it's in. Poland would want it first, but my diplomat's unavailable, so we'll do that, and then we'll offer it to Poland afterwards. Albania is kicking its butt. Like, Serbia is getting its backside handed to it. I'm kind of a little bit surprised by that. How would I get Poland in on this? Poland likes Venice. That sucks. You hate to see it. Go full Minecraft villager. Yeah, not a huge fan of that. Where would the Albanian stack be? Here, maybe? I don't know. You're looking for money. Okay, buddy. Well, based on that logic, do you have any manpower to give me? You do? I'm going to take 714 soldiers then, thank you kindly. It's barely enough to fit in the, probably the royal hall that I have. Next to the weird boat camels and boat horses, but, you know, it is what it is. Gain 0 ducats. No. I don't like gaining 0 ducats. I'm still losing money too. How am I losing money? What am I losing money on? I mean, army maintenance because it's getting reinforcements, I guess. We're over the force limit still. Are we? I guess we are. 12 out of 11. I'm not going to bother disbanding that. It's only a matter of time before it's not over the limit. Serbia is now officially out of troops. So we are going to go and sneak this essentially for free. I was kind of hoping this would be a more even fight, but I guess not. What are you going to do? What's your supply limit? Oh, that's really annoying that they gave up on the war right as I've started the join, so now I have to siege this stuff out. Do that. That's a level 2 fort, which is also annoying. Thanks for that, Albania, you turds. Silly, can you go over there and siege that? Speaking of sieging things, we should probably get rid of some of this military access. We're just costing ourselves Diplo points for literally no reason. There you go. So the level 2, so you'd what, 6 units? You guys go out over there and pillage that for now. Brilliant government. Well, I'll take the prestige, I guess, but neither of them are giant swathes of money. And I guess at this point we should build a spy network on Hungary. Not that we'll be doing anything with them anytime soon, but we want to have some land claim just in case. Oh, Venice has warned us. That's adorable. Well, I warn you about warning me that things are going to be real bad for you soon when the Ottomans get involved. Which I still can't believe they haven't attacked Venice yet. They are making slow progress. They haven't attacked the Mamluks yet. Ramazan has expanded, but will be absolutely smashed. Although they are allied to the Mamluks, so they're going to get creamed, but it might take a little bit longer. Moldavia is interesting. Going to Hungary, but also being supported for independence. Not sure how that's going to play out. But it does mean that Poland has probably been warned by Hungary too. Cute. Yeah, we have a Poland with no sea access into the south, which is a bit stinky. Speaking of a bit stinky, this is taking an eternity. I get it's a level 2 fort, but geez Louise. Yeah, we'll take some Byzantine refugees. It's a little bit expensive, but I think it's okay. Come on. You've barely made any progress at all, even with a 13 roll. It's always weird when a 6-sided dice can roll a 13. Three weeks later. Serbia hasn't even produced any troops, so they must be, like, straight verging on bankruptcy. I'm about to say straight ass, which I guess is technically true too, but something we haven't done this game is make the Papal States happy. So let's do that and get some more points for our religion. Finally, that siege is over. And Silly's just like, nah, I'm good. It's probably because they can't get open borders with Hungary. Which is just even more of a motivation to try and... Well, we'd probably have to claim Zagreb, I guess, to get Silly combined in. But yeah, that's even more incentive to try and deal with Hungary. We just have to tread carefully, because you don't want Hungary to capitulate, because then the Ottomans will eat most of them. That would be suboptimal. I think it's the fair way to put it. We also have to think of how we're going to declare war, because both Venice and Hungary warning us is stinky. If one of them alone had done it, it wouldn't be too bad. But what that means is that I can't attack Albania without Venice getting involved. And I can't attack Croatia without Hungary getting involved because they're vassal and vassally, I guess. Master, I don't know what the other side of that is, use the word vassal. Vassal and hassle, I don't know. Diplo level 5. We're technically ahead of time by the skin of our teeth. Considering the leader we started the game with, I can't complain too much about that. We may even be able to get an actual advisor at some point in the near future. That would be helpful. I don't think we're quite at that phase financially yet, but we'll get there, hopefully. Their spy is doing spy things. Well, I would assume so. Mother Cardinal. I know you want to declare peace, but I'm just going to have to absorb you while I can. And then we're just going to have to hope and hope the Ottomans don't break their guarantee offers. If they do, we're going to have a bad time. Need 4 days. Thank you. Okay. See you later. We're up to 62 power projection, so that's good. You're getting a bonus off that. We are running out of nations to rival, too. I don't really want to do Naples. Florence is on the other side. I mean, Landshut is not very exciting either. They're allied to Austria, so I'd probably rather not do that. I mean, we'll do Florence because they're allied to Albania, I guess. I mean, none of these options are very interesting. And because this is a fort, I now have a genuine point of defense. And 3 more mercantilism. You love to see it. Cool. We're starting to form an actual nation. Not a super strong one, but something. Yeah, being guaranteed by Venice is going to be annoying. Really annoying. Poland's in debt, too. Well, I guess we should still probably throw a spy at them to have at least a claim on something. This is a gold province, I'm pretty sure. One of them is. No, it's Kosovo. That's the gold province. So we're really close to it, but we can't quite get it. I was hoping it was Zeta, or Zeta, or whatever. But it is not. Want to get ahead on tech again? I probably won't, because we're going to have to go for a... Well, here's the question. Do we go for a military tech, or do we immediately go for religious ideas, the first idea group we get? Because our army sucks, but we also have a nation that is comically unbalanced right now. Yeah, our religious unity is 44%. That's pretty bad. And although it doesn't really impact us horribly right now, it sure will when we get to the really religious age. The age of Reformation, or whatever it's called. So we're going to want to deal with that. Bosnian separatists already. That was quick. Well, I guess we are not doing any more drilling. At least not right now. Get a claim on... What's... Okay, we definitely want a claim on that. We probably don't need to do many more claims on Hungary and Croatia for now, because, well, honestly, we're probably not going to be attacking them anytime soon, but at least we have the option. We're still losing money, too. I guess in this case it's because we have the fort, but we definitely need the fort up. We're surrounded by enemies. Oh, Burgundian succession. And they picked Burgundy shall remain Burgundian. They haven't gone to war. Oh, yeah, there they go. They're at war with France, so we have the French-Burgundian Unification War. That's going to be a spicy war. So we have France taking on Burgundy, Nevers, Brabant, Flanders, Holland, yeah, all the vassals. Austria and Trier. Glad I'm not involved in that. Can't get a CB against the Knights to get Venice in. I'm trying to think of ways of dealing with Venice. I'm going to wait till the start of the new year before I get that tech, because I'll still get the innovation bonus. But also without having to pay an arm and a leg. Can you 5 already? You're going to sit there, because we don't want to get... We want to defend in the mountain, we don't want to attack there. I think we can offer to knowledge share. Ah, they're already involved with a knowledge share. What a shame. Gotland is doing it, which is fair, that's good money for them. Silly wants to become a march. I'm going to say no for right now. They're not big enough to be worth it. 1466. Let's get our next level of military tech. Some more tactics and some new horses. The Stratioti Cavalry. Again, probably haven't pronounced that correctly, but you don't come here for good pronunciation. At least I hope not, otherwise there's maybe the wrong channel for you. But having said that, I still love you being here. One province minor sacked me. What has happened over here? So we have an independent Karelia, an independent Satmi. They're being guaranteed by the Livonian Order. Novgorod has really broken into a very strange pattern. You don't usually see that. Anything else weird happening? Doesn't look too strange. England's doing pretty well. They might even keep a hold of Calais now that Burgundy's going to get wrecked probably by France. Or maybe not. Maybe France is going to get wrecked. I don't know. Our leader just died. So, Sortition, the big downside is you get a load of old people. 62, 54, 55. They're all fine. You're the worst of the ones, but you're still a 2-3-3. Balanced. In fact, speaking of balanced, hopefully I'll end up being able to pick the admin and not forget. Ooh, less Diplo rep. Can you die? Please? I would love that for you. Sounds ruder than I intended, but forget about it. I would love that innovativeness, but I don't think that's a good idea. Not with how much unrest we have. It'd probably be best to not antagonize our estates. At least not any more so than normal. Immoral prices, you say? Speaking of antagonizing, well, we're definitely not doing that. We don't have the manpower to spare. I will give you 8 ducats to fix your problem. It was 8 ducats or like 28,000 peasants. I don't think that's that tricky. As decisions go, I think that was a pretty safe one. Okay. Admin Tech level 5. Gives us an idea group. Again, I love humanist ideas, but I think this might be a religious ideas game. It's a bit stinky, though. It's not my favourite. It does give you some more manpower, which is, I mean, military adjacent, I guess. More papal influence is... eh. Yeah, I don't think this is very good. But we need to be able to convert, so our hands are somewhat tied. Trade protection against the Ottomans. Okay, well that's rude. Our 4 ships will have to do all the hard work. I guess speaking of which, we might as well get some more ships. Maybe we'll lose less money that way. They are going to make bank in Constantinople. It's one of the best trade nodes in the game. At least early game. I guess fierce competition mid and late game, but Early game, really can't beat it. Oh, Croatia got absorbed by Hungary. Huh. Well, I guess it's not a surprise, it just sucks. And we want to get a claim. Oh, I only need one claim on Albania, that's fine. Are we over? We're still over our limit, but it's because we're supporting the independence of Geneva. Geneva, not Saxony. How is this not fired yet? I have no idea. I would like them to do it soon, so I'm not just wasting money, though. Yeah, you can see our religious unity problem is not helping a corruption game, that is for sure. It's not horrendous, but it's still a bit sucky. There, well, one group's finally revolted. What should we use this diplomat doing? Guess we'll try and befriend Austria some more. They're probably going to be more inclined to like us while they're getting the snot punched out of them, but we'll see. It's always the way that all the revolts happen at once. Come on, take them down. Thank you. And then, because I don't want to go and take out a loan, let's turn the army maintenance down temporarily. If they show up, I'm just going to have to accept that I'm going to have to wait a minute to deal with them. And speaking of waiting a minute, we'll have to wait a minute for the next episode, or whatever length of time it is between episodes. I don't know if it'll be twice a week or once a week or what. Future Daniel will work that out. If you have enjoyed the video, please do let me know. The old like, subscribe, share, comment dance would be greatly appreciated, because the algorithm hates people right now, especially the small little YouTubers. We just want our impressions out there, man. But no, joking aside, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.